Hi, my name is Rose Castillo with Crafty Night Owls. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I wanted to show you this cute little backpack. Isn't this adorable? I just wanted to make some back-to-school projects, and so if you follow me on Instagram, or maybe even my blog, you might have seen a few of these projects, and I think I posted this one yesterday, a picture of it, and so today I thought I would show you how to make it. And I did start out with an all yellow backpack, and I made this one first when I was trying to see how it would turn out, and I used Daffodil Delight, and I used basic black marker to do the stitching around the edges, but then I thought it needed more color. And so that's when I decided to make this one that has like all the primary colors and do white stitching around the edges, and it's just really cute. And then I thought, like, there's some that have teenagers that maybe they would want to give this to on their first day of school with maybe a little gift card to Starbucks and some candies or something like that. And so I made this one, and this was with Night and Navy, and this is using, oh, let me reach over and grab the package, Affectionately Yours Specialty Designer Series paper, and I just thought it looks really cute. I forgot to add a little button, but I thought about actually adding 2 little buttons there, and it's just super cute, and it would be really cute for a girl. Alright, well, I have little ones, so I have like preschool and no, not kinder, first grade, so I'm going to stick with the primary colors for now, and I used my punch board for this, and this is the gift bag punch board. And so I'm going to show you exactly how I made this, and I did use some scrap little pieces here of Daffodil Delight. This is just to punch out my little button. These are going to be my straps, and they're just little strips that I scored with like at a 1/2 of an inch on each side so that I can attach it to the bag. And then I'm using a piece of real red, and that's going to be for the flap here. And then I'm using one entire sheet of 8.5 by 11 of the Pacific Point. And so the red piece is 3 1/8 by 7 3/16. And then 8.5 by 11, and let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start out by finding my, where is my score tool? Oh goodness. Oh, here it is. Okay, well, I guess I could have used my bone folder. It's sitting right there on my desk. Okay, I'm going to punch, and I'm going to score. And I'm going to bring this down a little bit and do my score line at the top. Okay, so I've punched at the beginning. I'm going to use the medium size bag. So, oops, I went a little off there. And I'm going to score this down all the way as far as I can on this first one, especially. Okay, and then I'm going to move this over and line this little tidbit here with my score line and punch. And then I'm going to score along here, and I'm going to do my side line, and then I'm going to move over, punch again. I have to give a good hefty punch. I don't know about you, but these scoreboards, they definitely need a little bit of a muscle there when you're scoring. You know what I forgot to do when I was doing my sideline is I forgot to do the little triangle piece here. Alright, and that's just so that the box will fold in on the sides. Okay, so move over, I scored, I punched, move over again, let's punch and score, and this time it's going to be a side line, and let's do our little divots here, and one more this way, and then we will move over and punch, go. Sorry if the camera's shaking a little bit. Let's move those out of the way. Then I'm going to turn my paper around, and I'm going to line up this paper right here along the edge of the line, and I'm going to punch, and then I'm going to move it over, and I'm going to do this one, line it up with this one score line that we went for this, and that is all of my punching. Now I'm going to grab my paper cutter really quickly. It's just right over here. And I am going to, I don't know if I can fit this completely on camera, so I will try. But I'm going to line the bottom of my box up with the 5-inch mark. So 5 inches right here. Okay. And I'm going to cut all the way to this score line that's here. And if you see this little point, if you stop right on that score line, you'll be perfect. Okay, and then I'm just going to take this, and this one, I just realized that I'm missing my little piece here that goes in my track. Oh, it sometimes comes out, and my kids were in here a little bit ago, so that's probably why my track is missing. It slides in. My son kept wanting to know how everything worked. So, that's probably when that happened, because I told him to leave my paper cutter alone. I'm always afraid they're going to like slice their fingers with it. Okay, so if I line the divots here in the box, then I can follow that score line and cut all the way to the 5-inch mark. And if I line that up with 5, I should be perfect. And yep. And this piece is just trash, or you can use it for another project, minus where the score lines are. But I did get that little mark there, and so I'm just going to even it out a little bit with my scissors, because it just kind of had a little mark. And, okay. Oh, I need my scoreboard for this, and this is just the exact width here and the length that I need for that flap. And so I'm just going to line this up here on the outside of my line, punch, move over, and punch again, and just so that I get those rounded edges the exact same. And then I am going to take this and glue it to the front flap here. And I did stitching all around the edges, and I used a white gel pen, and that takes a little bit of time, so I'm not going to do that on camera. And so I've done that ahead of time, because I don't think you guys really want to sit there and watch me make little lines. So I already did these pieces, and I just scored around the edges here. And then I even pre-made my little faux stitching on all my little strips. This is just going to be one little punch out. Oh, look, I have one stuck there. Okay, so a couple little circles, and this is my 3/8 of an inch circle punch. And then I am going to take some multi-purpose glue by Tombow, and let's see if I can get some glue out. I don't know if this one's getting towards the, oh, there it goes, towards the end or something. Alright. Don't want to put too much glue towards the edges, because you don't want it seeping out, but this glue is awesome, so I love to use it. Alright. And I'm just going to line this up along the bottom edge here, and lay it flat, and it should fit pretty, like, perfectly right there. And I'll go ahead and fold on all my other score lines at this point. Well, that kind of gets time to dry. And I guess I could have, that's what I did wrong. I should have cut this little piece off. Or I should have not scored at the end there. I should have punched, right on that line instead of that other line. So then it would have the same flap. But since that's getting glued inside, I don't really care that it doesn't have the rounded edge. I just cut it off where I needed it, and I'm going to actually cut those in a little bit like that. Get rid of these scrap pieces. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use tear tape for this portion. And I am going to, I love this stuff, and I use it for most all of my 3D projects. Let's see. And then I'm going to fold over that and just lay it down. And these are going to go in and over. And so I am going to use some more tear tape. And I'm just going to put it on this flap here in the front. And then I like to put 2 little pieces on the small flaps, just so that when they're inside the box, they're not like standing up, getting in the way. So I just put that on there. Let's peel these off. Are there any moms out there that are super excited about their kids going back to school? That sounds horrible, huh? But sometimes I'm like, I just need, I still have one that doesn't do any school yet, but when I have 1 child versus 3, it just makes a world of difference. And my middle one is just in preschool, so he only goes a couple days, but even then it just makes such a world of difference. Just going to the grocery store with 1 child, I don't know. I think other moms can relate. Okay, I'm just taking my bone folder and kind of curling this, and this is just going to help it to lay down a little bit easier, and so that it curls over like that instead of a flat fold. And then I picked up some Velcro adhesive. They're already adhesive backed, and I'm going to put one right there, and they stick really well. And then I am going to see about that. How cute is that? Okay, I need to push that bottom one down a little bit better. Okay, so there we go. We have our little box, our little backpack form almost made, and this project is so easy. I love it. And I just took, these are 3/8. Now this one was made with a 1/2 inch strip, and I decided to do them a little bit thinner and see if I like that better. And then I'm just curling these a little bit with my bone folder, just so that it has that natural strap look. And so then I'm just going to take a piece of my tear tape, a little piece, and put it right there on my straps. That one looks a lot longer. I know. Alright. Anyway, so let's see. My son really liked, my oldest son, he's going into 1st grade. He really loved this project. He's like, oh, can we make those, you know, on that day that we give like candy and treats to everybody? I guess he was talking about Halloween and he couldn't think of the name. He wants me to make backpacks for everyone for Halloween. I'm like, I don't know about backpacks. That's not really Halloweenish treat, so we'll do something. So he was coming up with some ideas already, and so I'll have to start working on something so when the time comes I'm not going crazy trying to come up with an idea and then multiply that by 25 kids. So let's see. I am going to, that's my short one, so this means it goes right here, and then I'll just put it down on the bottom. And these are 4.5 inch strips scored at 1/2 inch on each side so that I can attach to my box. And let's see. Sorry, the dog is barking a little bit. He probably wants in. And there's my straps for my backpack. And then I just got to attach my little handle for the top of my bag and try and make that like centered on the box before I push down and attach permanently. Okay, so there we go. Isn't that super cute? Oh, I forgot my little button in the front. I will just add, I'm going to try the 2 buttons and see if I like that. Alright, let's see. One right here. And one right here. And let's see. Which do you like better? The one with 2 buttons or the one with 1 button? I'm not sure. I think they both look really cute. So anyway, I hope that you like this project today. If you want to purchase any of the supplies that I used today, you can visit my online store at www.rosecastillo.stampinup.net. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video today, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.